Well, Danny, your thoughts on the performance today?
Real mixed performance. I thought we had a lot of good ingredients, without sounding too cliche. My biggest takeaway from the day, positive, apart from the result obviously, positive takeaway was at 1-1, we didn't buckle. They really sort of found their stride, didn't they, Harrogate, and we started making a few mistakes and giving the ball back quite easily, giving away lots of corners and free kicks, and we defended them valiantly. And that's important because if you go 2-1 down, you're chasing the point. At 1-1, you can still technically get the win. So we learnt that last year. I think we probably went for the win a bit too much last year, and we left on the counter attack, albeit here a bit of controversy didn't hit in the referee, but that's in the past now. But yeah, we defended our box, and you knew if we kept defending their threats, we'd have a chance, whether it be open play or a set piece. So really good to get the 3 points. Massively important. We improve on every result from last year to try and get in that top 3, and so far so good.
How important was that first goal to get it as early as you did do?
Yeah, it was really enjoyable to watch, and I can't wait to watch it back. It's one of those goals where you will watch it over and over again. It was like poetry, wasn't it? You know, cut back, and you're hoping he hasn't done it too far. But he's a cracking kid, got loads of ability, and hopefully we'll have loads more of them to come from him.
Yeah, he seems to enjoy the sort of attacking midfield role, you know, the one that runs from the middle into good areas as well.
Yeah, and I think if you looked at the 3 that started behind Lee Bonis today, and then you looked at our bench, anyone could play. Like I say every week, you know, Griggy could have played today, Lee Bonis was chosen. Same in midfield, we've got a real strong squad. And I thought the subs made a good difference today, especially Liam Mandeville sets up the winning goal.
There's one little bit area of frustration, I guess, is not putting your chances away, and there's a couple of big ones at the start of the second half.
Yeah, I think when you miss 3 gilt-edged chances, you're thinking don't let it bite you in the backside, and that's the importance then of defending your box, because the worst way is you leave with a point and you ruin your missed chances, but you've got a point. There's nothing worse than ruining your missed chances and leaving with 0 points. A bit like Mansfield, albeit it was in a cup game, you miss with those chances, the other team gets a bit of a lift. So we knew Harrogate would get a lift, and so it's important you kept defending, going outside your comfort zone, working back, knowing that at some point our quality would hopefully come through, and that it did.
One thing pleasing about the side was they didn't sort of wallow in it a little bit, conceding the equaliser, because I suppose it's easy to get frustrated, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, as soon as they equalised, I looked at Lee Bonis and he looked at the skies because he just missed a good chance. But after that, he kept working, he kept grafting for the team, and that reaction to bad things is something you've got to have in your armoury to get promotion and to be up there, and that's why currently we're sitting in a really good position.
And what a good corner kick from Liam Mandeville as well for Che Dunk. Last week it was McFadden, this time it was Dunks, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm pleased with Dunks because he works so hard in the set piece practices I do, and he really wants to score, and he gets frustrated when he doesn't score. But we gave him a couple of different routines today, and that was one of them, surround the goalie as good as their goalie is. We just felt that physically, if we get the ball on the money, our big lads would sort of bully it into the goal, and that's what Che did. So fair play to Dunks, really pleased with him.
Obviously you have the frustration of choosing. I don't want to talk about it too much because obviously it's in the past now, isn't it? But important to get back on the horse again and try and get the victories away from home, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's in the past, Paul, but you have to not forget about it. So as coaches go out, put it to bed, and on to the next one. That's true. But you have to remember that feeling on the coach. And those supporters, 250 of them, that was a long journey home from seeing a performance which really, not entirely through our own fault, shall we say, but third and fourth goal we could have done a lot better with, and we left there with 0 points, and Gillingham were celebrating like they won the World Cup. So you have to sort of bottle that pain and bottle that feeling, and make sure that on the next Saturday afternoon, on the next Tuesday night, you have the opposite emotion. So us as players and staff and those supporters can have a really cracking weekend now.
Well, they did turn out in the numbers today as well, and gave some great support, didn't they?
Yeah, we knew we would. We could have a really bad run, they still turn up. So they were different class. And like I say, they always stay and clap, but it's a nice feeling for everyone when you're clapping them off after 3 points.
You've got a free week in terms of games this week. I'm guessing it's back onto the training ground and getting those players that have got niggles to get them fit again, isn't it? James Perry, for example.
Yeah, we're really pleased we've got a free week. If anything, we're trying to organise a game for the lads who haven't played, which is a nice headache to have. So yeah, I think it'll be a nice easy day for everyone Monday. First and foremost, a day off tomorrow, because there's been a lot of travelling this week for people involved with the club and supporters alike. So it's important everyone recharges, because we're having a good start, but there's a long way to go.
Oh, pleased to see Matt Dibley-Diaz as well get through 60 odd minutes, wasn't it, injury free?
Really good. The plan before was to sort of take him off early-ish, because he's going to be a bit behind speed with his fitness because of his setback against Mansfield with his injury. Really good player, really good lad, contributed loads to the performance today. And you look at your bench with people like John Fleck and Tom Naylor to come on, just shows what strength we've got in that department.
You've got a big week as well, and of course what's coming in 9 days is a transfer deadline. Is there going to be likely any ins and outs this week, or is it going to be last minute job, do you think?
Ooh, I think unlikely, stroke last minute job, stroke keep it to myself. But yeah, listen, and it gets a bit like a broken record saying it, there's always targets and people that you're monitoring. But performances like that certainly don't do the lads that are playing in the arm, because everyone wants that shirt. We've got a strong squad, but believe me, people aren't happy when they've left out, and that's always a good problem to have.
2 have gone out. Any more to go out, do you think?
Not as it stands. I think players always have their own threshold to not playing. You know what I mean? So some lads are happy being on the bench or not even being on the bench, being around it, and it doesn't make them wrong, doesn't make them unprofessional. At the same time, lads are itching to play, they don't want to go one game without playing, they want to knock on the manager's door, doesn't make them unprofessional either. So there's no right or wrong way to behave. All I'll say that whatever the mindset is of our players that aren't playing and some that are, they are extremely good set of lads, extremely professional. Gaffer preaches about it being a team effort and a squad effort and a group effort, is the new modern word, in it, group, to get over the line, and that's just another step in what's going to be a very long race.